I can't believe that we're less than a week away from the release of Hogwarts Legacy, or at least the deluxe edition. It's been an incredible journey, and today I wanted to give you guys my final overall thoughts on the game before the official release, especially because since the last time we spoke about Hogwarts Legacy, there's been a couple gameplay showcases, and recently content creators actually got to play the game and share a bunch of preview footage. I'm not going to go over everything we've learned in the past couple of months because I do want to keep most of it for the big review video I plan on doing, which is most likely going to be my biggest video yet, so make sure to subscribe if you're not already. This is more about giving you an idea of where I stand at the moment regarding the game going into launch. But before I jump into it, please drop a like on this video, I would really appreciate it, but also comment down below what is your most anticipated feature. With all that being said, let's talk about Hogwarts Legacy. When the game was first revealed, I think it's safe to say that fans of the wizarding world were very excited but also cautiously optimistic. Over the years, Harry Potter games have not been amazing to say the least, but judging by those recent previews, it looks like Hogwarts Legacy is shaping up to be something quite special. I wasn't sure how the hype was going to hit me once we got closer to release, but it's hitting me really hard because I cannot wait to get my hands on this thing. I don't think I've been this excited for a new game in years. After watching those previews, I immediately pulled the trigger on the deluxe edition, I'm not even kidding. Of course, we have yet to see how the full game turns out, but so far it seems to be meeting expectations, which is insane considering how huge these expectations are. Sadly, there is a lot of stuff missing from what we've seen. By that, I mean mechanics and features people wanted to see but that either haven't been confirmed yet or that are just straight up non-existent. But for now, let's talk about what is in the game because after all, that's what truly matters. First up, the castle looks unreal. The amount of detail is simply staggering and the art direction is gorgeous. From the paintings scattered throughout, the different architectural elements, famous landmarks, sculptures, woodwork, it all just looks fantastic. It's honestly going to be a bit surreal to explore these environments. I know we already did in previous games, but not to that level of fidelity. I wouldn't be surprised to shed a tear while stepping inside the Great Hall for the first time. But most importantly, the castle doesn't just look pretty, it's also filled with gameplay opportunities. Puzzles, secrets, field guide challenges, interactions with students, or even random events that make the world truly worth exploring but also bring life into it. And that is just within Hogwarts itself. In case you didn't know already, you can explore the whole goddamn Scottish Highlands with its dense forests and charming hamlets. You can also visit the different shops at Hogsmeade, the Forbidden Forest, and I'm sure other locations the developers are keeping close to their chest. Obviously, doing all of this on foot could get a bit tiresome, which is why the game gives you the ability to fly, either on broomstick or flying mount. And looking at the preview footage and the gameplay showcases, flying around this world looks like an absolute blast. I still think the animations could be slightly better, but I'm already seeing improvements when compared to the first revealed, so I wouldn't be surprised if they tweaked it even more with the Day 1 patch. Ever since the game was announced, I've been very skeptical about the combat. I don't think any Harry Potter game truly managed to capture the essence and thrill of wizard battles. But after watching hours of combat footage, I can safely say that Hogwarts Legacy nails it. Of course, I need to play for myself to confirm this or not, but so far the potential is huge. I just love the way you can switch between spells to break enemy shields, deflect or dodge oncoming attacks, throw objects at enemies, use ancient magic for these awesome finishing moves, and fully embrace the dark side by wielding the unforgivable curses. Combat looks frantic, snappy, surprisingly unique, and extremely fun. It seems like you'll be able to be very creative in the way you deal with enemies, which is something that was definitely missing in the movies, in my opinion. We also got our first proper look at a full story mission featuring illegal underground dragon fights. This mission showed us a bit of everything. There was stealth, exploration, combat, a mini boss fight, and interactions with a companion, in that case, Poppy Sweeting. I really like what I'm seeing here. It does look very linear, but for main story missions, I really don't mind it, to be honest. Facial animations are still not incredible, but I mean, I've played Skyrim, so I've seen much worse. Despite having learned a bunch of new stuff thanks to the gameplay showcases and the recent previews, there's still a lot of unanswered questions. I wonder how exactly the day-night cycle works. Will we be able to go to sleep in our common room, for instance, to pass time? How do classes work? We know they don't follow a schedule, but how are they integrated within the game structure? How does morality work? We know there's no morality system, but there has to be some sort of consequences for using the unforgivable curses. Can we visit Diagon Alley? Can we become an animagus? All questions I cannot wait to have answered. Nonetheless, by now, if you followed the marketing campaign, you should have a pretty good idea of what kind of game you're getting into, and that's something very important to keep in mind in order to temper some of your expectations. Recently, I looked back on my 2 wishlist videos, and well, there's a lot of stuff that didn't turn out to be true, for now at least. There's no Quidditch, there's no class schedule, no house points, no romance options, no wizard's chess, no gobstones. You get the picture. Basically, what a lot of us wanted was a wizard simulator, but this is simply not what the developers ended up creating. It's still an RPG where you'll get to tell your story, but maybe not as deep as some of us wanted it to be. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if I had learned about all these quote-unquote missing features on the day of release, I would have been disappointed. But now that we had time to process that information, I realized that it doesn't really matter. Because what truly does matter will in fact be in the game. We'll be able to fully explore Hogwarts Castle and its surroundings, fly around on a broomstick, partake in epic wizard battles, attend classes, learn spells, brew potions. I mean, this is what the wizarding world is truly about. And don't worry, because there are still plenty of deeply immersive elements in this game to allow you to roleplay whatever character you want to be. There's a day-night cycle, as well as seasons and holidays. You can interact with the environments in small ways like drinking a butterbeer at the nearest tavern or fooling around with certain objects. You can customize your very own room of requirements, you can dress however you like, choose to be evil or not, and so on. No matter what kind of game Hogwarts Legacy turns out to be, I just hope it's a good one. Thank you guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video. I still can't believe that the next time I'll upload on the channel, it will most likely be for my review. I don't really know when exactly, but I really want to take my time with it and give you guys my sincere thoughts on everything the game has to offer. It's a big game, so there will be a lot to talk about. I plan on doing 4 playthroughs throughout the year, 1 for each house, so I would love to make smaller videos showcasing the differences between the different playstyles and characters I'm gonna be creating. Let me know if you like that idea. That's pretty much it, and I'll talk to you guys later.